Hey gang, your old pal Uncle Ghastly here. Today I am at the beach here on lovely Lake Ontario. Over this way we have Burlington and then Oakville and following along, and there's Toronto. You can't see it through the smog, but it's over there. I can see it. I can see the CN Tower and shit. This way we have Stony Creek, Grimsby, Welland, St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, if you keep going. I like this beach. It's the Hamilton waterfront. Very, very nice, long beach that you can walk along. I don't know if I'd go swimming in it, but very nice. A mix of sand and very smooth pebbles. I always like the smooth pebbles. Like, look at this guy here. That's a big ass pebble. Always kind of fills you with a sense of wonder, you know. This is the second deepest of the Great Lakes. And you look at a pebble this size and you wonder, you know, how long has this pebble been churning around to become so smooth? Churned by the forces of nature in this lake. From what depths did this pebble come? What wonders has it seen in its decades, perhaps centuries-long struggle in the current to finally reach the shores and have its place in the sun? Just makes you wonder. And then you go like this. Yeah, that's right, Rock. Who's your daddy? Say my name, Rock. Say my name. And let that be a lesson to all the other pebbles along this beach. At any moment, I could chuck you up from your resting place in the sun and chuck you back to point one again. As the mood takes me, at any moment I could do that because I have an opposable thumb and no sense of mercy to the igneous of you and the sedimentary of you. You are all my bitches. I could pluck you at any moment from this beach and back in the water, just like that guy there. So let that be an example and a warning to all pebbles. I don't know where I'm going with this exactly. I was going somewhere and I don't know. This is Fort Thomas. I'm standing under a pylon, and if I was somewhere right about there, I would be knee-deep in water. I'm not going to stand over there though, because the water looks kind of disgusting. There's a lot of flotsam and jetsam in this water right now. I'm not sure which is which. I think that one over there is a flotsam, and that one right there that I'm pointing to, that's a jetsam, I think. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of it here, and they kind of all move around, so it's hard to track which one is which. Yeah, that's it. A nice little smooth piece of driftwood. And unlike pebbles and stones, you can't intimidate the driftwood, because as you'll see, I will cast you back to where you came from, driftwood. Back into the briny deeps, and it floats. So it'll be back here in a few minutes, unlike the stone, which who knows how long it'll take to visit shore. So, and actually, technically when it's on the shore, it's just wood, really. It's when right now it's driftwood, because it's actually drifting. So when you pick up the driftwood and cast it off into the waters, like in the Bible where it says, cast your driftwood into the waters. And it'll fulfill its purpose, because that's what it's doing right now. It's drifting. It's thanking me, actually. It's saying, thank you. You have released me from the bonds of the shore where I was but simple wood, and now I am driftwood. I am drifting, and wood. Driftwood. I kind of lost where I was going with that one, too. What really burns my crokinole? This guy, right here. Look at him. He is rough and jaggedy and craggy and sharp on a beach full of very smooth and polished pebbles. The entire rest of this beach, smooth beach pebbles, you, sir, are nothing but a piece of driveway gravel masquerading as a beach pebble. You are making a mockery of everything these beach pebbles stand for, what they have fought for and eroded for. And they have paid their dues. They have struggled against the currents of mighty Lake Ontario to be worn smooth and to be washed up and earn their place upon the shores as beach pebbles. And you come along, a little bit of driveway gravel, and you're like, hey, I'm smooth too. You guys are smooth, looking smooth, being smooth, feeling smooth. I'm very, very smooth, very smooth. Look at me, very smooth. But you are not smooth. You are driveway gravel, pretending to be a beach pebble, and it sickens me. It's a mockery of beach pebbledom. And to you, sir, I say, back you go into Lake Ontario, and come back when you can tell me about erosion. I'm very sorry you had to see that, but it really bothers me when little stones try to pretend to be beach pebbles when they haven't earned that right. And I'm sorry that you had to see that outburst, but it's something I feel very strongly. But you down here, that whole time I was telling off that bit of gravel, you were sitting there looking all smug. Yeah, look at him, he's telling off that piece of gravel. Oh, look at that, that's so funny. And I'm a freaking beach pebble and I'm all smooth and everything. But you know what? I can't stand that sort of smugness. I did what I had to, and I cast him into the lake, and he will erode, and he will come back here, and he will take his rightful place then on the beach with the beach pebbles, and be a better pebble for it. But you, sir, are just being a smug asshole, and I cannot abide by that in a beach pebble, so into the lake with you! Haha, he went even further than the bit of driveway gravel. That'll teach you! I'm sorry you had to see that too. Okay, I'm going to try taking another shot of Toronto. I don't know if this is coming in. It's very, very clear now, and I can see it very clearly. I can see everything. I can see all the big towers and the CN Tower and everything. But this camera is so shitty, I doubt it's showing up. But I can see it, and if there's somebody in the CN Tower right now, they could see me too. There could be somebody in the CN Tower right now looking out. Is that Ghastly? Over there, that's where Hamilton is. That's Ghastly! He's not waving back. Well, that fucking smug son of a bitch. He's blowing us off. Jeez. I'm Mr. Ghastly. I'm big webcomic guy who hasn't done shit in 2 years, but I'm too fucking big to acknowledge you people in the CN Tower. Yes, you know. Fuck you, Ghastly, you smug son of a bitch. Fuck, who the fuck do you think you are? Fucking, you big webcomic guy. Fucking Penny Arcade owns your fucking ass. Fred fucking Gallagher could buy and fucking sell your ass. Smug son of a bitch. I can't really see that clearly. I can see some, I can see the tower, but I can't see the people in it. They'd be very, very small. So I'm not being a bastard by not waving back to you. I can't see quite. It's not that clear. Sorry. Okay, this here is a very famous Canadian monument. It's a monument to the many thousands who died in 1806 from the Great Stone Stacking accident. Very tragic, killed many, many, many Hamiltonians who were on the beach that day. And let it be a reminder to all of us of how precious life is and how it could be snatched away from you in a moment by a little child stacking some stones on the beach. Very, very sad, very tragic.